Demo Welcome back, my enlightened ones. Sorry, I was just pulling up a video that I'm going to be showing you in a moment. How is everybody tonight? So happy that you're here with me tonight. I am actually bursting at the seams. I have so much to share with you. I already have things floating by showing me that they are here and they are listening. So this is going to be a really crazy story tonight. Oh, there's one right in front of me. Did you just see that? That's awesome. So anyway, so the enlightened family of mine is actually coming in right now. So you're going to start noticing more orbs coming through my room as well. So do keep a look-see-loo for that. So how is everybody tonight? Thank you for coming back to my channel. And if you're new here, thank you for stumbling along me. I'm Kat. I'm Four Winds, in case you don't know who I am. Crazy stuff has happened this week. Very enlightening things. We did a St. Valentine's last week, as we talked about, and Eros and Cupid, and I taught you about them. While Sarah, we decided to take it over to her channel, and we set at this window, actually behind me right here, we actually put the spirit portal box in the window, along with a note to St. Valentine, and I was asking him if he has actually crossed over. And he informed me that he has not crossed over and that he's helping to remove darkness from where in the astral plane and stuff, as we are all doing ourselves, because we're all finding our ways right now. So I'm going to play that video clip for you in just a second, but I'm going to jump over to comments real quick and see who's in here. We have Natalie in here, my friend Mike, Adam, welcome, Vincent, and everybody. We got Shane in here. I know Sarah's in here somewhere. My friend Michael's here. That's awesome. So I am asking you to please take all your beliefs and take everything that you've been taught through school and through religion and through everything, okay? And not dismiss it, but just push it aside. I want you to have an open mind tonight, okay? This is what I'm asking for. I'm about to play a video clip that happened from Sarah's video, and it's funny because her and I seem to be tied together because she's helping souls and I'm helping souls, and this is how it seems to be working out. So, in fact, I'm going to teach you something right now. On my face, as you see, I have the soul. The sun over here, Saul. I have the sun over here, which represents Helios, which is what this class is about tonight. But this class is also about me telling you the genealogy of the Titans, okay? I actually have an automatic writing I just found before my class is dated back to 2018 from the Titans, so if you want to believe that. And give me a thumbs up if you want me to read it to you. If not, totally get that. This is going to be a lengthy class, so please grab cocoa, grab coffee, grab whatever you want. I have a lot of information that I really need to slam in here. Greg, welcome to the channel. Great to have you, my friend. So anyway, so take all your beliefs and everything that you've been taught, and just for this class, just put it aside, because we're going to be taking you back to creation, the beginning of time, through the Titans, and this is who we are dealing with tonight. Jasmine, welcome, sweetheart. Chris, great to have you. Okay, so I'm going to jump back over here. Okay, so on my face, you notice there's a black sun here. What does that represent? I'm about to teach you something, and this is very, very important. You've heard me talk of Hecate many, many times. Okay, she's the keeper of the crossroads. She's a keeper of witchcraft. She actually takes lost souls down to Hades, in the upper level of hell, Hell, yes, but Hel is a being that actually controls there, and she's female. Maybe it's that time of month, I don't know. So the black sun, Hecate is in charge of the last dimension your soul goes through. Is called the black sun, okay? And the black sun, what it does, it's a purification of your soul so it can return to source, or to wherever it needs to go, okay? And what I mean by this is you keep your personalities. I'm going to be goofy there too, okay? You keep your personalities with you, but the cords and the things that bind you to this earthly plane are burnt off in this, over here. Okay, the black, sorry, left is right, right is left. You know this. And on top of that, I'm dyslexic, so So it's even worse. So, but anyway, so the black sun, that is Hecate. So anyway, so that's hence what's on my face tonight. Okay, so I am going to share a clip with you now. I'm just going to jump back over to comments real quick, just in case anybody else has come in, because I don't want them to miss this clip, because this clip is leading up to everything tonight, okay? I have done automatic writings with Permetheus. As I said, I have automatic writings with the Titans, and just give me a thumbs up if you want me to read it to you tonight. If you don't, that's fine. I have not shared these with anybody except my daughter Sarah and my best friend Shane and maybe a couple other people that I trust. Okay, they already think I'm a little squirrely. Okay, so anyway, again, have that beautiful open mind. I'm so happy that you're all here with me tonight, and we're going to start this now. First of all, I want to talk about enlightenment. Okay, enlightenment. Enlightenment I have received through automatic writing says it means to wake up spiritually, okay? It's not a goal that you're trying to reach, okay? It's an expansion of your consciousness is what we're doing here. That's enlightenment. You being in this class tonight, you're here for a reason, because you are all the shining ones, okay? You hear me say shine, shine, shine at the end of my class, and it's for a reason, and you're going to hear it in my automatic writing tonight. They call me the shining one, so this is really crazy stuff I got to share with you. So moving on to the video, this is from St. Valentine's Day, Synister Streams, Sarah Synister. Okay, here we go, guys.
Demonic or negative entities as well? Release it.
You're releasing them to go back home? That is actually something dark you just heard there. That's asking to be released. I ignored him. Can I help you cross any lost souls?
Something about they go up now? And maybe open a gateway, is that what he's saying? Okay. He just said they go up now. For them?
Victory is actually a being, not just a word.
Work with the Titans? All of them.
Victory is another one.
We were all lost.
We will raise them all.
Is Prometheus here? Yes.
I have an automatic writing from Prometheus, which is really cool.
Me.
Is this Prometheus? Prometheus is the one. Oh, that makes me cry. Sorry.
It stopped recording. I think I missed that part. Too.
Prometheus. What can I do? What am I supposed to do?
Advise. Like you're doing, right?
Teaching my classes?
You're good.
I'm going to teach about the entire family of the Titans Thursday. Are you excited?
I heard tell them of something.
No, Prometheus! Say it again. What am I supposed to buddy.
Something you're fine.
You tell me who the colored man was in my dream last night? The bald man? Can you tell me his name so I can research him? These are huge beings, guys. These aren't just regular spirits that we're talking to. Okay, this is not good. Pay attention. Read this real quick, guys. Apophis. Apophis.
At first I thought I heard
It fights the Ra. the sun god of Egypt.
I'm trying to make out words. I have no idea what they are because they could
Listen
be
to what
something.
he says next after you read this.
It could be something exactly. I don't have any idea.
You want your lights. Pray for lights. Very important. And obviously, wasn't too familiar with them because I'm calling Orion, which should be called Orion. That reminds me of Ghostbusters. I'm Zool.
I am Zol, or I absolve. I absolve. I absolve. That's what it sounded like. I don't know. Or I am Zol. Who the heck is Zol? Are you talking about a name? Is Zol a name?
Listen to this, guys. This is nuts.
It just said something and then it said yeah.
I heard Roman too.
This is where I lose my stuff.
Roman, that his name has Z-A-L in it.
I'm looking it up. Zola.
Zol. Could have been. Maybe it's Zol. Zol. Maybe that's how they pronounced it. Maybe we pronounce it Zola.
No,
maybe
I found it. Images of Zol, the Roman.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, Zol. He's a Roman. Well, I guess I know what to study.
How mind-blowing is that?
Gladiator.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look it up because I have no idea.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, everything is about the Titans.
Welcome, Julie. All right, so now I'm going to remove this. So what do you guys think of that? That's not too heavy. They want your light. They can't have it. I won't give it up. So anyway, so this is really crazy stuff. So back to the Enlightenment. The action of enlightenment or state of being enlightened, the action of state of attaining or having attained spiritual knowledge or insight, and particularly in Buddhism. The awareness which frees a person from a cycle of rebirth, the key of enlightenment in the way of Buddha. The European intellectual movement on the late 17th and 18th centuries emphasized reason and individualism rather than tradition. It was heavily influenced by the 17th century philosophers such as Descartes, Locke, Newton. I want to point out right now, my friend Mike, who is here in chat, did my genealogy, and Sir Isaac Newton is my 7th cousin removed. How nuts is that? Okay, back to Newton, and its prominent exponents include Kant, Goethe, Voltaire, Rousseau, and Adam Smith. Enlightenment. Enlightenment, they tell me in an automatic writing, tells me to be awake. Waking up spiritually. That is what enlightenment is. When you reach a certain point in your enlightenment, you do not have to come back and be reincarnated here back on earth to learn your life lessons because you've learned them. You've gone beyond what you can actually learn here on earth. I'm hoping this is my last time around. So anyway, so this is really crazy stuff. I'm jumping back over to comments. They benefit. Well, the thing is that the snake thing that they're talking about, Apopis is its name. It's an Egyptian snake, supposedly, that goes around the earth and it fights with Helios, Ra, whatever you want to call them. Again, don't get caught up in the names because these beings have different names for the same being, okay? As they evolve, as I was Lavender Willow, I am 4 winds now. I evolve as we go up. We change, okay? We become more grander in consciousness. All right, I'm going to read an automatic writing. You guys up for that? You good? You good if I read this automatic writing? And again, this is something very near and dear to my heart, and I have never shared this with anybody but Sarah and a few close friends. They all start off the same. Yes, Catherine, your enlightenment, yes, Catherine, your family of light is here, okay? We are here to thank you for all you do here on this earthly plane. I am Zeus. Now listen to this automatic writing because it ties into that video clip that I just played for you, okay? This is nuts. And I want to show you the date on this. Can you see the date on that? May 2nd, 2018. And you can see that there's more pages after it of more writings and so forth. So this wasn't something I just created for class, okay? Yes, Catherine, we are here to thank you for all you do here on this earthly plane. I am Zeus with Permetheus, Athena, and Mother Gaia. We can't thank you enough for all you do for humanity. You do have many gifts we wish to bestow upon you, one of them being global exchanges. This is before I created my YouTube channel. Nuts. All right. Reaching the masses through your teachings, sharing all collectives from the universe, teaching these beings how to control and manipulate energies, Earth's energies, as well as those of the cosmos. As we teach you wondrous gifts and talents, as you become lighter and higher, your light increases and you can be seen and felt through the masses, not just here, but worldwide, globally. And it's not just me, it's you guys. The more you shine your light, the more you're going to be felt. You make a difference here. You really do. And this is what I'm trying to wake you guys up to. You have powers. I have faith in you. All right. You connect with the ley lines. That's the crystalline grid I talked to you guys about. That's in the earth, Mother Gaia, okay? I told you the earth is one big crystal. It's a living organism, okay? The grid of Mother Gaia. By connecting with these massive grids, you reach all corners of the world. You help Earth raise her vibration as the crystal does for you, you do for the earth. My angel, archangel of the cosmos, there is no end to the influence you reach out to others, changing these negative thought patterns of humanity. Be true to your thoughts. And this is why I tell you guys, keep your thoughts pure, okay? They are being heard not just by us, but through humanity hears through the grid of the earth. You are now connected. Keep your thoughts pure and from the heart. Keep integrity there as well. Feel humble within yourself, but enormous light from within and without your being. Feeling secure and safe within yourself allows your true self, your higher self, to shine through. Confidence, faith about yourself is not ego. It is you feeling unconditionally loved, allowing you to become what you are meant to be. We call you the Shining One. You are to humanity what the sun Helios is to Earth. Helios, do you see this? Helios. That's nuts. 2018, I wrote this. I gotta pay attention more. Okay. It is the Earth. You nurture and set the seeds in the minds of those who are meant to become as you are, the shining ones. And this is what you guys are. You're the shining ones. Because in the darkness, your vibration isn't just felt or seen. Your vibration can now be heard from the universe. Your humming. We hum. Can now be heard. Our frequencies can be heard from the universe. Your humming, the frequency of your heart, can create universes within and without your own physical realm. That's nice. Okay. You have begun to manipulate time and space. Oh, good God. Help me. You pull these energies into your soul and then reflect them out to your friends, family, community, and the world. Your vibration is felt and raises those around you. Just by being in your presence, your light raises all. Nature, animals, earth, humanity, all feels and grows from your mere presence of you. I'm pretty freaking powerful. And guess what? You guys are too. This is you. Pretend this is automatic writing is to you guys, because it is. You're just going up brighter and brighter. It's going to be amazing. So shine on, dear one. Keep humming. Harmonic cures all. And I use tuning forks and the holy fire Reiki. And I get rid of things. I really do. I get rid of nasty diseases and everything. Sickness is earthly changes. You are so much stronger than you realize. Your development as you grow and become bigger, as the heart keeps receiving more and more love, it never reaches full capacity. It ever grows and keeps taking in more and more light, just as your consciousness is ever growing infinitely. There is no end to what you are capable of, creating miracles as well as moving mountains. They always told me I was going to move mountains through the power of love. Here we go, guys. No obstacle is strong enough to stand in your way or break your will. You are abundant with love and light. Use this light and love to help all humanity. Spread love to all. See through the eyes of others. Feel their fears and triumphs. Celebrate their accomplishments as well as your own. Live in the here and now and use this fifth dimensional energy. Plant the seeds for others so they may tend their gardens with love and light. We are also proud of you, our shining one. You are now centered in peace and love. You will triumph in court tomorrow. And I did win my court case the next day. I got disability from a bunch of back surgeries. Okay. You will be heard and felt. You are in the collective of love and light. Much love, dear one. Okay, so that's kind of heavy. That's from the Titans. I do have another one in here from Permetheus. If you guys, at the end of the class, if you want me to read it, I can actually do that. So again, when you start doing automatic writings and speaking with these beings, the first thing they do is they make you shine. Yes, Catherine, your collective family of light is here. We are so proud of you. That's all they do. They never tell me when I'm doing wrong. Ever, because it's all about free will. If you're talking with spirit and that spirit's telling you to do something, that's not from God, because God gave us free will, and this is what it all comes down to. So anyway, hi Julie, hi everybody, I'm so happy you're here. It's going to be a long class, and I'm sorry, but I want to read one thing from you. All right. Prometheus, in that clip I played for you, said, "Speak of me." So I'm going to speak of him because I have automatic writing for Prometheus, and you actually hear him in the video tells me he loves me, which is amazing. But I have a writing from Prometheus, and he says that we're to be great friends, which is amazing. So I'm doing this for Prometheus. All right. Though Zeus was considered by many to be the Olympian personification of the one true God, he wasn't the one that created humans in the first place. He gave that job to the Titan god of fire, Permetheus. Yes, Permetheus created us. Okay? If you believe. Okay. After he was spared from the imprisonment of betraying the Titans, and what they're talking about betraying the Titans is Prometheus came to Earth, okay, and gave us fire and taught humans how to forge weapons. Zeus found out about this because Zeus told him not to do this. He wanted to kind of make us figure it out for ourselves, okay, to help with our involvement. Anyway, Zeus took Prometheus and tied him to a cliff. And Prometheus has a pet eagle. Okay, I'll tell you his name in a minute. Okay, he has a pet eagle. I think I got pictures for you. Let's see here. There he is, Zeus, the Olympian god of the sky and the thunder, the king of all other gods and men. Okay, the chief figure in Greek mythology. Okay, so his Helios is the name of his eagle, and what he did is every day the eagle would come and eat the liver from Prometheus that was tied to the cliff, because it's believed that humanity, our feelings are held in our liver. Okay, so he would come and eat the liver of Prometheus every day, and every night Prometheus's liver would grow back to be eaten again the next day. So that's the story that they were just talking about, okay? All Titans were human beings at once upon a time, okay? Just like us, we're ascending, we're evolving, we're going up. As they did, they were human beings. And I'm going to share with you how they were born. And as I share their story tonight, please do me one favor. This is my soul family. This is your soul family. sisters are marrying brothers and so forth and so on. You got to keep in mind, there's, in the beginning, there's probably 8 people. And if they didn't breed, we wouldn't be here. Okay. So do keep that in mind. The incest, please push that aside. Again, let's not be judgmental with this. This is an amazing thing. This is a miracle that's happening right now. And I'm sharing it with you guys. And this is huge. I mean, I'm bursting, man. I can't. Ugh. All right. So all Titans were human beings at one point, belonging to the race known to the rest of the world as the people as Ymir, or simply the Eldians. After being injected with serum that made from Titan spinal fluid, they gave him a spinal tap and subjected it to these humans that were here on Earth, and immediately they evolved to become the Titans. How crazy is that? All right, so let's go here. The ray of God comes to us directly from the source of creation. They have always been with us and are part of our existence. There are 7 rays that, oh God, I can't read that, emanate from God to reach all of us, all right? The overseer of all the rays are through the 12. Okay, Michael, Julie, the Holy Fire Reiki is coming into play right now, so you listen to this. The overseer of all the rays are through 12. It is now the Maha Chahan, which Saint Germain, yes, Ray 1 is the red color. Do keep in mind, I have taught chakras in this class. They are tied to the chakras, but they are not. When I call off the colors, these are the colors of the rays from God. These are not the colors of the chakras, okay? So through 12, okay, so the red is the crown chakra. All right, that's the first ray. The second ray is the blue, which is the heart chakra. Ray 3 is yellow through the throat. Ray 4 is green through the root chakra. Ray 5 is orange through the third eye. Ray 6 is indigo through the solar plexus. Ray 7 is violet sacral chakra. These colors are not to be confused with the colors of the chakra system. Work more closely with your chakras in the 12 rays as you release all that no longer serves you. Here is Saint Germain. I work with this guy. When you see me blow upstairs, it sounds wrong, doesn't it? When something negative comes near me, I blow the violet flame of Saint Germain. He is a legendary spiritual master of the ancient wisdom in various, I love these words, theosophical, all right, posts, all right. These teachings are said to resemble for the New Age culture of the Age of Aquarius and identified with the Count Saint Germain, believed to have been born in 1710 here on Earth. He was a real dude. Saint Germain was also believed to be an alchemist. Oh gosh, it's reading too fast. Alchemical. He deals with alchemy, damn it. He's an alchemy master. So much he is known as the violet flame, referring to the highest frequency in spiritual energy. I'm going to be teaching Reiki classes April 6th. I'm starting them. I'm giving these classes out for free because this is your God-given gift and you deserve these classes. It's only the final class, the master class, for those who have paid for the book and the certificate, that the final class will be private and be released that way. But still, watching these classes and taking in the ignitions of these holy fire is going to make you right as rain. It's going to make you more powerful. You're going to have control over the darkness. Absolutely. We do it all the time. You've seen us do it here. Okay, I do it through the power of Reiki. I had somebody over here yesterday and I removed something nasty from them by using Reiki. Tuning forks. And that's the other thing I'm going to be teaching in also too is my tuning forks. Reiki does not teach tuning forks. This is me. I'm about frequencies and I know how to unblock things from people's bodies and get that energy flowing so they can heal and get rid of nasty things. So Saint Germain, okay. So this is going to be crazy, guys. Zeus, the majority of my automatic writings in that book I just held up come from Zeus. Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to mention Zeus really quickly here. It's just a little quick blurb. Okay, so I'm going to put Zeus back up here. Where are you, you lovely soul? There he is. Okay, in Greek mythology, Cronus, which is Zeus's father, okay, was the son of Uranus, the planets. Remember, I said there's a consciousness to these planets. There's more than what you think is going on there. The universe and all these multi-universes in every world and everything, okay? They are actually living organisms. That's why planets don't go flying off into oblivion. And this is why the sun doesn't bake the earth, which you're going to find out again tonight. This is really amazing stuff, guys. So anyway, okay. In Greek mythology, Cronus was the son of Uranus, heaven. Okay, Uranus was heaven, but it's also a planet, okay? And Gaia, which you know is Mother Earth, okay? Being the youngest of the 12 Titans, which is Zeus, on the advice of his mother, she told him to castrate his father. Castrate his father, yes. All right, with a harp. A harp is a type of sword or sickle. Cut him. Thus separating heaven from earth. By him making that gesture, they created earth by the blood that spilled. That's nuts. He now became the king of Titans and took for his consort his sister Rhea. And again, there's only a few to pick from. They're all related, so you gotta start somewhere. So no judgment here, guys. She bore him Hestia, Demeter, Hera, which is going to be Zeus's wife. In fact, you're going to find out Zeus is a very fickle guy. He has had many children, not from the same woman. Hades, which is Zeus's brother. Poseidon, which is his brother, of course. And all whom he knows, which is Cronus swallowed. Cronus swallowed all his children because Cronus, the father of Zeus and all these Titans, believed, he was told by a seer that if he did not swallow his children, one of them was going to rise up and do away with him, okay? As Cronus did to his father, Uranus, he uprose against his father, okay? You're going to find that there's actually a couple generations of the Titans, not just one generation. We will be finding that out tonight too, okay? He swallowed the children, okay, but Rhea, which is the wife of Cronus, fooled him on the last child, which was Zeus. She wrapped a rock in a blanket and fed it to him, and he swallowed him, okay? She hid Zeus in Crete. Yes, a place on earth, Italy. They were real beings once upon a time. They were real entities, like us, okay? She hid Zeus in Crete. Crete, in a cave, okay? Mother Gaia, which is Zeus's grandmother, okay, raised him. Okay, in this cave, Zeus befriended a person, a human being. It was a little boy. His name was Helios. That's his ego, by the way. His eagle, Helios, gets turned into an eagle because Hera, Zeus's wife, was very jealous and didn't like that she loved him and cared for him. So she got mad and turned him into an eagle. But he still has that eagle with him today. So that's kind of nuts. All right, so Cronus was warned that his children were going to overthrow him. So when Zeus grew up, he went back to his father, and there was a 10-year fight. And let's see here. He tricked Cronus into swallowing the stone. Zeus grew up, and Cronus, Zeus forced his father to regurgitate his brothers and sisters that he has eaten all along. His brothers and sisters waged war on Cronus and was victorious. Victory is actually a being. When I speak of things tonight, okay, do keep in mind, Zeus, you're in the way. Sorry, honey. Do keep in mind, when I speak of the darkness, when I speak of these things, chaos, okay, these aren't just nouns. These are actually conscious beings, okay? So this is going to be really, really nuts, all right? After the defeat of Zeus, Cronus became, according to different versions of the story, okay, he's either a prison in Tartarus, and again, Tartarus is a place, but it's also a being, which you're going to find out tonight too, okay? This is the deepest, darkest place in hell, okay? Hell, in case you didn't know, it resides in the center of the earth, okay? In fact, in my automatic writings through AA Michael, Archangel Michael, they actually told me that there's a central sun in the middle of the earth. That's the lava that we think is there. That's a sun, okay? And this helps burn up through hell and supposedly, and anyway, because fire cleanses, right? Fire purifies. We're in the month of purification here, guys. All right. A lot of beings, too, I mentioned in previous classes are going to come to play tonight, too. So I'm so glad I did those classes first, because this is all going to blow up in our faces tonight, guys. After the defeat of Zeus, the versions, he's either in Tartarus or a king of Elysium. This is the concept of the afterlife, okay? Chronologically, St. Jerome, a golden age, lasted BCE from 710 to 1674. St. Jerome, this is St. Germain. They're calling him St. Jerome here. All right, according to the tradition, the period of Cronus' rule was a golden age for mortals. The golden age was a mythical first period of man. The people of the golden age were formed by or for the Titan Cronus, whom the Romans called Saturn in later times. Again, see how this is tying into planets, guys? There's a consciousness to all of this. I'm going to jump back over to chat because, all right, well, Zeus being Magic Mike. No, Saint Germain. So Saint Jerome, as they mentioned there, is Saint Germain. I've talked to Saint Germain, a few people this week, to help them out. So this is just really crazy, guys. This is going to be even wilder and wilder. Okay. All right. So we talked to Saint Germain. Helios means sun. I thought this was interesting. I did not know this. Helios means sun, which I knew that. In biblical, okay, is derived from the ancient Egyptian word meaning papyrus. Papyrus is Egyptian paper, by the way, guys, which means paper. Holy Bible means the sun book. The sun book. Are we getting it now? Okay. This is so crazy. As recorded by the original inhabitants of Egypt, the biblical Jesus, for the most part, is the sun in the sky, the fiery sun. John 3:19, I am the light of the Lord. Psalm 84:11, the Lord God is the sun. So the sun we look up, I want to make this clear, that we look up into in the sky, okay, that we see, that is not God, okay? That's Helios, okay? That's the consciousness of that sun. There is a grand sun, okay, that is out there, that is the source, God, whatever you want to call it, universal energy, infinite universal energy. So let's start here now. The Greek God family tree, and I have every single one of them on here. This is the reason why the class is lengthy, but every one of them has a crazy story to tell. So I'm going to share them all. Let's move on to here. Chaos was most Greek. In cosmologies tell us that the very first of all, the origin of everything, the empty, the unfathomable, space at the beginning of time. But it was more than just a gaping void, as its name is usually translated from ancient Greek, personified as a female. PMS. Chaos was the primal feature of the universe, a shadowy realm of massive energy from which much of what is powerful and mostly negative and dark in the world would stem forth from later genealogies. You're going to learn about Pandora's box tonight and a few other things and how the stars and everything were created. So this is really nuts. All right, so I'm going to begin here. Grab a coffee. It's going to be a long one. So, what do you guys think? Crazy? Wait to hear Permetheus' automatic writing. The Titans, okay. First of all, who were the Titans? The Titans were deities in Greek mythology and preceded the Olympians, okay. The Olympians were the next generation of the Titans that took over Cronus, okay. So, and they live in Mount Olympia. Okay, so now you understand the terminology here of that, okay? They were children of the primordial deities, Uranus, which is heaven, and Gaia, which is earth. The Titans included Oceanus, all right, Tithys, Hyperion, Thea, Coeus, Phoebe, Cronus, Rhea. Oh my gosh, this one's really, it's Mnemosyne, and I looked all these words up. It's Nemosity, thank you. Thamus, and oh my goodness, Crius and Lapidus. Cronus was the leader of the Titans after he managed to overthrow the tyrant father Uranus from the throne. Okay, so let's bring this one up. Okay, so we have chaos at the very top here, guys, okay? Chaos, the very first of all, the original of everything, the empty, the unfathomable space, bringing beginning of time, but it was more than just a gaping void, as I said, okay? So you know about chaos. Chaos is a dwelling place. Even so, in something much more tangible than bottomless chasm, at one point during the, oh God, I love these words, the Titanmachy, which is a 10-year battle the Titans fought. The younger Titans fought the older Titans to take over Mount Olympus, okay? That's what, so when you hear that word, that's what that means, a 10-year battle, okay? Was fought in ancient Thessaly, which is a place in Rome, consisting of most of the Titans, the older generations of gods based on Mount Othrys, fighting against the Olympians, the younger generations who would come to reign on Mount Olympus. Zeus cast his thunderbolts at the Titans, and in the words of a poet, chaos is seized by an astounding heat. Moreover, Hesiod is actually a poet that actually studies all the Greeks and stuff. That was weird. That just went down. Thanks. Hey, people helping me here. Okay. So chaos is some kind of a dwelling place. All right. Beyond the Titans, where the Titans live. If so, chaos would have to be a gloomy middle ground located between Earth and Tartarus, which is where the Titans are banished. Some even say that it is most sensible cosmology vision of all, since in addition to Eros, we talked about Eros last week. He is the one that brought in the light. Okay, he's the one, he belongs to the Aristocans. Thank you. They are beings with wings. Okay, and we're going to be talking about the Sephrim tonight and the Nephilim. They're interesting beings too. Okay, so let's pull this back up. All right. They represent the initial way in which space was split completely when Gaia gave birth to Uranus, the sky, with Eros being the driving force of creation. Okay. Nyx, if you look over here all the way to the right, second row down, Nyx. One of the first elements to come into being was the night, representing as the goddess Nyx. It was one of the primordial elements from which everything else, including the gods, was created. Nyx was so central in Greek idea of the universe that she came before the day or even light. Some cults even believe she was so important that she had given rise to everything in the universe, including Earth itself. That's Nyx. Okay, so let's move on, shall we? All right, the ether. Okay, I don't see ether on here, so I'm going to pull this one up. Let's go to the top. Third one down, ether. Okay, ether was one of the primordial deities in Greek mythology, the son of primordial deities Erebus. Erebus is a deity of the darkness, okay? In Nyx of night, according to the Orphic hymns, Chronos, which is time, and Anek, which is necessity. He was the brother of Hermerea, which is daylight, and according to some sources, he's fathered Gaia, Mother Earth. Thalassa is the sea, and Uranus is the heavens. He was the personification of the upper air that only gods could breathe. The ether is the upper air that only gods can breathe. Everything is created from the ether, Okay, the astral realm is part of this ether. You've heard me say it. Okay, it's insane. Okay, back to go. All right. Only the gods could breathe this air, as opposed to the normal air breathed by mortals. The air encircling the world, the mortal world, was called chaos or air. A-E-R. A-E-R. This is where the word air comes from. A-E-R. Nuts. Okay. While the underworld where the dead dwelled, enveloped in Erebus, that's the darkness, the mist of darkness, I am told this is the ultimate source of God's mind, is God creates all from the ether, okay? As we expand our minds consciously, so does God. God never stops. We'll never meet him. We'll never get to the point where we're going to be on the same level. Do you realize that if one of these beings, even an angel, actually presented itself to us in its full, vibrant, we would be blown apart. We would be obliterated because their frequency is so high it would destroy our physical vessels. That's nuts. Okay, back to where we were. Okay. Sun giving pure unconditional love to humanity, okay? The God's mind is the ether. Hemera was one of the primordial deities in Greek mythology, the daughter of primordial deities, Erebus, which is the darkness, and Nyx is the night. She was the personification of daylight. Her husband was the brother Ether, with whom he gave birth to Thalassa, which is the sea, Uranus the heavens, and Gaia the earth. I'm going to jump over to comments. You're missing me in the tree. Adam. You make me chuckle. Okay, I'm going to jump back over to here. Pull this back up. So Erebus was one of the primordial deities, which we talked about. He is the darkness. All right, we talked of ether, Gaia, Mother Gaia. Okay. Earth, ancient Greek, also spelled Gaea, is the personification of Earth. She was the primordial being, one of the first to have sprung forth from the void of chaos. She is the mother and wife of Ouranos, Father Sky, with whom she sired the Titans. All right. Okay, here's the word. Hecatonc. Let's see. Hecatonc Aries. Hecatonc Aries. Okay. All right. So, and the Cyclops. Hecatonc Aries is a being that is a giant. And the name Hecatonc Aries means 100 arms. Yes. It had 50 heads and 100 arms. I didn't want to piss him off. So, and then of course you have the Cyclops as well. So this is, our story's about to get really crazy now, guys. So Tartarus was the primordial deity, as I said, like Chaos and Gaia. Tartarus was the infernal region in ancient Greek mythology, the deepest region in the world, the lower of the two parts of the underworld where the gods locked up their enemies. Tartarus is also described as the deep abyss, used as a dungeon of torment and suffering. Something just went up over here. For the wicked in the prison of the Titans. So that's Tartarus. When I banish things and they really tick me off, and it's not soul, I'm always about saving souls. If it's something negative that I know does not have a soul, never been born, I will send it to Tartarus. That's where I send it to be dealt with. All right, so Tartarus was both, again, as I said, I gotta kind of repeat a little bit of this, all right, existed before the Olympians, as well as the name described as the region of the underworld. The sunless abyss below Hades. Hades is Zeus's brother, okay. As a god, he was the third rank after Chaos and Gaia, preceding Eros, all right, that's our little Cupid dude, the bigger one, the gorgeous one, not the one with the little peepee. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. All right. It was far below where Hades resides, and it was used as the most horrible prison. Some accounts say that the distance between Tartarus and Hades was the same as between earth and heaven. That's pretty deep. Although the kingdom of Hades was a place of the dead, Tartarus was where ferocious monsters and horrible criminals were banished, and where the gods imprisoned their rivals after war. The three judges of the underworld, I'm going to mess these up. All right, are, oh my goodness, it's hard to see my handwriting. I write it in before class, and then I get to class, and all falls apart. Aeacus, all right. He handles all mortals. Let's see here. Zeus gave them dominion over Tartarus to judge those after because of the strength of their decision makings. These three beings, okay, are Articus, Minos, and Redemptheus. That's their names. They are the judges of the underworld. I have had many trips down to Hades, and I'm not a bad person. Hades isn't a bad person. I work with Zeus, for crying out loud. This is his brother, okay? He's not a bad person. He actually takes souls that Hecate brings down to him, because she's the collector of lost souls that are wandering around in the ether and other places here on Earth, okay? And what she does is she brings them down to them. They're not good souls, but they're not bad to be condemned to Tartarus. So they're actually held there, okay? Cerberus, which is the three-headed dog, met him too. He actually guards the gate so these souls cannot escape until Judgment Day, or they decide what to do with them. Again, you can get into the biblical portion of it if you want to. I'm still working on that part of it, okay? So that's what I'm sharing with you. Eros, the god of love, you met him last week, was believed to be the primordial god born from chaos. However, in a different account, Eros is seen as the son and constant companion of the Greek goddess of love. What do you think this is? Yes, Aphrodite. Okay. The goddess of beauty is Aphrodite. He is generally depicted as a chubby infant or a handsome youth with a mischievous personality. To the ancient Romans, Eros was the equivalent to the Roman god Cupid. I am not showing his picture tonight because I have so many things I have to show you. I don't have room. Okay, so remember what Eros, the guy with the gold crown on, has the wings, has the arrow and the bow. He's a bigger form of Cupid. Cupid is the son of Venus, if you remember. All right. Uranus. Well, let's talk about Pontus now. Then we'll talk about Uranus. I'm going to jump over to comments. I'm being so rude. All right. Okay. Everybody's just listening. Or they're going to sleep. I love you guys. You make me shine. I love having fun with you guys. Thank you for being here. Pontus in Greek mythology was an ancient... Let me pull this back up here. Are we down to... Are we reaching him yet? Pontus? Yes, there we go. All right, so third line down in the middle. Pontus, right next to Uranus. Uranus. I'm sorry. Uranus, yes. Okay. Pontus was an Olympian sea god, one of the Greek primordial deities. Pontus was Gaia's son and has no father. According to the Greek poet Hesiod, he was born without coupling, means nobody got together and laid down horizontally and made the beast with two backs. Sorry. Though according to Hyginus, Pontus is the son of the ether and Gaia. So you're going to get, in fact, you're going to get mixed things here when you study about the Titans, because it depends on the person doing their research. For instance, Hecate I'm being told, and you're going to hear it in the story later on, that she's the daughter of somebody else. And Zeus himself has told me, that is my daughter. Okay, so I work with her very closely. This is how I learn to manipulate the darkness. This is how I learn to transmute. Alchemy. Okay, transmute things. The power is in all of us. It's not just in me. I'm not a special person. I'm only special because I've been doing this for 30 years. Okay, I want to share this God's gift with you guys. This is amazing stuff. Oh my gosh. Uranus. I tangent, sorry. Regarding to the planets, yes. But Uranus is also a Greek god, one of the same. The original name of Uranus, deriving from the Greek roots Uranus, meaning sky in heaven. However, the word Uranus is actually Latin, translated to sky, but was given to the Greek god much later. Who is Uranus and what is his place in Greek mythology? Uranus is a Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, is believed to be one of the original gods in the Greek pantheon. You know the pantheon, that place in Rome where they used to fight? That's the pantheon. Okay, but there is contention surrounding this origin. Some myths detail Gaia, otherwise known as Mother Earth, emerging from chaos. She created the landscapes of Earth and created Uranus. It is said they continuously mated and bore the Titans, the Cyclopses, and that 50-headed thing with the 100 arms. It's, in fact, the name of it, that weird name that I was saying, it was the Hecatoncheires. Hecatoncheires, there it is. Hecatoncheires, I know it's going to come to me eventually. It also means, Hecatoncheires means, what does it mean? It means 100 hands. 100 hands. Okay. Uranus hated his children. Yes. Maybe that's why Cronus was the same way. Product of your environment. He hated his children and locked them away in Tartarus, a prison in Gaia, in all the versions of the myth. Cronus, also known as Cronus, you're going to see it spelled C-R-O-N-U-S or K-R, either way. Again, don't get caught up in the phonetics. Don't get caught up in so much as their names even, because their names are going to change. It's just crazy. And one of the Titans stood up to his father and castrated him. Who do you think that was? Okay. From his mother's request, the blood that fell to the ground bore the Furies. The Furies are female deities of vengeance. So they're pissed off. Okay. And the giants, and his genitals thrown into the ocean. Is that where they get the term semen from? I just had to go there. I'm sorry, Amazon. All right. The blood that fell onto the ground. All right. That fell into the ocean. His genitalia went into the ocean. Let's see here. I lost my place. Good God, help me. All right. The Titan stood on his father, castrated, and the blood that fell to the ground bore the Furies, and the giants, and the genitals thrown into the ocean with semen bore Aphrodite. While Cronus' action saved his mother from pain, they separated the heavens from earth. So in that moment of taking that harpy, that blade, and he severed off his father's genitalia, he separated earth from the heavens. That's crazy! Dump it over the comments! All right, good. Open minds. That's what I want to see tonight. Thank you, guys. And again, I don't want to distort your beliefs. I just want to expand your mind a little bit bigger and just say, hey, maybe that plays into it somehow. It doesn't need to be all of it, but maybe it plays into all of this. These beings were talking to me. I do automatic writings with them. It's coming from somewhere. Oceanus. According to one version, he was born by the union of the primary. Let me explain what primal gods means. The basic components of the universe, which is earth, air, fire, water, spirit, night, dark, day, creation of time. Okay, so when I say primal gods, that's what I'm referring to. So you know that, okay? Gaia, sanctified by god Eros. Another version has it that he was one of the 12 Titans, thus a son of Gaia and Uranus. Oceanus was married to his sister Permetheus, with whom he had numerous children called Oceanids. Oceanids, now you've heard me. Now, I want you to pay attention to, I've taught you in other classes about paganism. I've taught you about the elements, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Okay. The undines is another name for these oceanids. Okay. These are your mermaids. These are your sea nymphs. These are your wonderful beings that are the element of water. Okay. That's what an ocean is. These were the lesser gods or goddesses of the river, the sea, and the springs. These your sprites come from here. In fact, some of your fairies come from here. Oceanus and Tethys were so fertile that the overproduction of the aqueous, aqua, water elements was overflooded. They overproduced so much that they flooded things, and they divorced. To stop this from happening, the couple was not involved in the I can't say this word for the life of me. Titanomachy, that's what I'm going to call it. That's the 10-year battle I discussed earlier against Zeus. So the latter let them continue their reign on the watery kingdom, so they continued, go make babies and go fill up the ocean. It's probably why we got more ocean than land. Birth control, people, birth control. Okay. Okay. Tethys was one of the Titans' daughters, Uranus and Gaia. She was married to brother Oceanus and gave birth to the river gods who lived in the rivers and then were known as Greeks, such as the Nile. Yes, is consciousness to water, as I said. Alpheus and the 3,000 water goddesses called Oceanids. Despite being the mother of so many deities in Greek mythology, Tethys was actively not worshipped. She was just like a Pez dispenser, popping them out. Do you really want me telling your story? Gotta have fun. Okay, this is kind of crazy story. Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, these are constellations. According to one myth, Hera, which is Zeus's wife, also his sister, yes, did not like Callisto and Arcus. I guess these are other beings. I have not run across them yet. I have to learn who they are. I had to redo my entire class twice. This class has given me headaches. They were placed in the heavens by being turned into constellations using Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. So she asked Tethys, that's the woman that had all the babies, to do something about it. To appease Hera, Tethys denied the constellations from being able to touch the sea or fall below the horizon. Instead, they were forever doomed to circle in the sky above us. So I thought that was interesting. All right, so let's see here. We got, who else we got here? Nemensity, is she on there? Nemensity, I do not see Nemensity on here, so I'm going to have to go back up to this one. All right, Nemensity is the third row down, guys, over from Oceanus and Tethys. That is, there she is, okay. The Greek goddess of memory, this is where our memory comes from, guys, was one of the most frequently called upon members of the pantheon. She inspired perfect memory when invoked by everyone who renewed poets to the nervous pupils in Greek classrooms. Cronus, next one over, also too, you'll see this with the letter K, as I said. All right, the son of Uranus, heaven, Gaia, earth. Cronus was the youngest son of Uranus, the leader of the first generation of the Titans. Cronus eventually married his sister Rhea, with whom he fathered 6 children: Hestia, Demetria, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus. Rhea, this is Zeus's mommy, a mother goddess in ancient Greek religion, Greek mythology, the Titaness, daughter of the earth goddess Gaia and the sky god Uranus. Themis, let's see here, Themis, she's on there, because I did this right in the middle there, second row down, right in the middle. She was human-like representation of the nature of moral order. The name derives from the Greek word meaning that which is current in contemplation. contemporary. Jeez, I can't. You contemplate. There you go. According to Hesiod, she was the second wife of Zeus, a marriage that helped the supreme Olympian to stabilize his power over all gods and human. Okay, so you're learning that Zeus is a little fickle fellow. Make love, not war. So you're learning about his children right now, and how they all came to be, and how this is all kind of creating things. So all is for a reason, as I said. Yes, this is a whole Game of Thrones going on here. This absolutely is. The next one, absolutely, Adam, I agree with that. Absolutely. Spot on. Coesius, which means intelligence, yes, was an obscure figure, and like most of the Titans, he played no active part in Greek mythology. He appears only in the list of the Titans, but was primarily important from his descendants. So basically, he's just helped with the seeds. You can see him on here. In the middle, right there, right next to Phoebe. That's his wife. All right. His sister, which means Phoebe, which means shining. That's kind of really important, I think. So Phoebe means shining. So that's kind of great there. Coesius fathered two daughters, Leto and Asteria. Leto copulated with Zeus, the sun and fellow Titan Cronus and Rhea, and bore Artemis and Apollo. I'm going to show you Apollo here. He is the nether consciousness of the sun. Here he is, sexy man. Oh yeah, Apollo. Asteria became the mother of Hecate by Perseus, okay, and son of fellow Titan, and I don't believe this is right, which is Creus, and half-sister, okay, but like I said, I'm being told that the father of Hecate is Zeus, from Zeus himself. From all these lovely beings, by the way, comes your zodiac. So look to your zodiac there while I read more, so I don't bore you, and see which god is tied to your zodiac. Phoebe. Through Leto, Phoebe was the grandmother of Apollo and Artemis. The names Phoebe and Phoebus means masculine, came to be applied as synonyms. Synonyms. Sorry. Synonyms. There we go. Not cinnamon. For Artemis, Diana, Apollo, respectively, as well as Luna, which is the goddess of the moon, and Sol. Hey, we learned about Sol, the lunar goddess and the solar god by Roman poets. Okay, so I'm going to take that down, guys. So look to see what your god is. Mine is Artemis. She's an archer. She's a hunter. All right. So here's Uranus, so you can get an idea of Uranus here. I'm going through these, and I'm not showing you what you should be seeing. Permetheus! Yes! The Greek god of fire. This is who was talking to us on the box the other day. Not too scary. Prometheus, the Titan god of fire, is best known for defying the gods and stealing fire from them and giving it to humanity in the form of technology and knowledge, and more generally, civilization. Thank you, Prometheus. And you're going to find out Prometheus, when he smiles, he makes things grow. He creates things by smiling, so don't forget to smile. All right, let's see who else have I forgotten here. Nope. I don't want to share that one yet. Nope, I don't want to set him yet either. Okay, so, I guess we're going back here, guys. Just trying to stay in order here. Clymene, the wife of the Titan, Lapidus. Oh, excuse me. I always call him Lapidus because it's an I. Iapetus, thank you, was one of the 3,000 Oceanids, things that were created in the sea, the daughters of the Titans, Oceanus, and the sister's spouse, Tethys. She was the mother of Atlas. Did I put Atlas in here? I did not. Okay. So I'm going to pull this down. Atlas is the god that you see that holds the world on his back. Okay. He's believed to hold up by pillars heaven from earth. That's Atlas's job. That's not too heavy. Okay. So she was the mother of Atlas, Permetheus. Prometheus is my guy, Permetheus. And Menatius, thank you. I hear them chime in when I screw up words. It's kind of funny. Other authors relate to the same as a sister Asia. A less common genealogy makes Clymene the mother of Diocletian by Prometheus. So I'm listening, sorry. Diocletian. Okay, thank you. All right, that's the son of Prometheus. So hope I'm not boring you guys because I'm just trying to explain. So the genealogy, because then it's going to be a quick story. And in the genealogy too, if you look, we're getting down to Helios. Helios is coming up here very soon. All right. Hestia is the virgin goddess of hearth. You have heard me talk of her in my past classes. The goddess of hearth, they kept that fire burning. Goddess of fire. Why wouldn't she be here? Okay. So Hestia, the virgin goddess of the hearth, the right ordering of domesticality, the family, the home, the state. In myth, she is the firstborn child of the Titans Cronus and Rhea, and one of the 12 Olympians. She is one of the beings that Zeus cut out of his father. Hades is his brother. The unseen one is what Hades means, a suitable name since Hades is a ruler of the invisible world. However, the ancient Greeks rarely used his name, just like Christians rarely used the word hell during the Middle Ages. So since minerals and precious metals are found underground, Hades, your precious gems and your crystals that are in your pocket right now, he has connection to these. And the riches of the world and the wealth of the world that is hidden, okay? He's portrayed in symbolism as the ruler of the dead. Hades was a grim and ghastly figure they portrayed him to be, but he is not. At least I have not seen that side of him. Inspiring awe and terror into everybody. Consequently, he was rarely depicted in art. When he was most commonly portrayed with a beard and a solemn, mournful look. And I don't have Hades on here, but I do have Hades on here. So let's find Hades, shall we? All right. So, we got to go down another step. Going down another step. Okay, Hades, upper left there. That's Hades. Okay. It doesn't look so bad. Poseidon. Let's go to Poseidon all the way to the right at the top there. All right. Zeus's brother, god of the sea and water generally. Earthquakes and horses. The name Poseidon means husband of earth, the lord of the earth. Traditionally, he was the son of Cronus, the youngest of the 12 Titans, and Cronus' sister and consort Rhea, a fertility goddess. Okay. And this is Hestia here. This is your hearth goddess of your home. Okay. Demeter is the second child. Here we go. Demeter. Sorry, guys. I have to blow through these, so not in that one. Okay, so let's go back up to this one. Are you here? Nope. Okay, let's jump back up to here. This is why I have this one in here. Okay, so Demeter. Okay, I believe we're on the 1, 2, 3, 4th row down. We're going where it says Hestia, Hades, Poseidon from the left there. That's where we are now. As the second child of the Titans, Rhea and Cronus, sister of Hestia, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus. Like her other siblings but Zeus, she was swallowed by her father as an infant and rescued by Zeus. Through her brother Zeus, she became the mother of Persephone. Yes, Persephone. We'll be discussing her in a moment. Zeus is the Olympic god of the sky and thunder, as I said. The king of all gods and men, and consequently the chief figure in Greek mythology, the son of Cronus and Rhea. He is probably most famous for his infidelity with his sister and wife Hera. They had a very rocky relationship. There was a lot of anger, and you got to understand these gods were human at one point, and even though they became gods, they still have human feelings. Just very forceful. It's not throwing a plate across the room because you're mad at your spouse. It's more like, I'm going to lock you up in tolerance for a while, you beehole. All right, here we go. Athena, Apollo, Artemis, Hermes, Dionysus, Hercules, Helen of Troy, and the muses of all children of his numerous erotic affairs. Yes. And they believe that the 100-handed being, okay, with the 50 heads is a product of him. Hebe, the Ares, and Ares are his legitimate children. Zeus's name is thought to have originated from the ancient Greek word, which means bright. The word has a close connection with dies, okay, which is the Latin words for day. So dies means day, just the opposite. Dies for us means night. Sorry. And it has a very ancient history. Therefore, many mythologists believe that Zeus is one of the oldest Greek gods there is. Hallelujah. All right, so Leto is the goddess of the mother Apollo. So let's jump back up here. Excuse me. The god of music. In Artemis, which is my huntress, the goddess of the hunt, she is the daughter of Titans, Coeus and Phoebe. Phoebe, remember, it means shining. And the sister of Asteria. In the Olympic scheme, the king of the gods, Zeus, is the father of the twins Apollo and Artemis. Okay, and again, here's Apollo down here. And here's our beautiful Permetheus. He looks a little scary here, but just to look at that picture, you can see why his voice was kind of booming in the video. So that's kind of crazy. So I'm just going to jump over here, make sure everybody else there is putting her trident out. I see. Something just went this way over here. Watching for you guys. Can you come say hi? I'm talking about you. You may as well there you go. You may as well make your presence known. You're not hiding anything. Look over by the plants, guys. Over here. Show your beautiful blue light to me. Show it to my enlightened ones. We're talking about you. Okay, I'm going to put something up and they're not going to be able to see. All right. So, Artemis, daughter of Zeus and Leto, goddess of the hunt and wilderness, wild animals, nature, vegetation, childbirth, care, and children, and chastity. She needs to get together with the other one there that keeps having all the babies. Chastity! I'm sorry. She also has heavenly identified with Selene, the moon goddess, personification of the moon, and Hecate, another lunar deity. Hecate, yes, keeper of the crossroads, keeper of magic, keeper of the black sun, okay? And thus regarded as one of the most prominent lunar deities in mythology was Artemis. Yay, and she's mine. Oh, another interesting fact, and I just thought about this tonight because they threw it at me. My birthday is June 28th, and my planet's the moon. And get this, Sarah is a Leo, and her planet's the sun. They tell us we balance each other out. Is that crazy or what? Yeah, okay. Fire and water. Okay. Apollo, okay, we'll go back down here to Apollo. Hey, sexy man. Is one of the Olympic deities in classical Greek and Roman religion and Greek and Roman mythology. The national divinity of the Greeks, Apollo, has been recognized as the god of archery, music, and dance, truth, prophecy, healing, and diseases, the sun and light, poetry, and more. One of the most important and complex of the Greek gods, he is the son of Zeus and Leto, and the twin brother of Artemis, his sister, and goddess of the hunt. Okay. Eos. I don't have Eos on here. Okay. So Eos was the titan of goddess Greeks. Let's go back up here again so we can look back at our chart. Eos, the Titan goddess in Greek mythology, daughter to the Titans Hyperion and Thea. She was the goddess of dawn. Okay, she's the one that gave us light. Okay, Eos, E-O-S, not to be confused with our little Cupid dude. Okay, Eros. Okay, not to be confused with Eros. Okay, this is Eos. Okay, no R. All right. She's the goddess of dawn and had two siblings, Helios. Hey, there's Helios, god of the sun, and Selene, goddess of the moon. She was married to Astraeus, god of dusk, and together they had numerous children that represent everything that occurred during the union of dusk and dawn, i.e., twilight. Among her children were four. Anemue, which means winds, yes, as well as Easphorus, which Easphorus is where we get our numerology from. So thank you, Easphorus. Those 444s that are gleaming in your face all the time, go look up what that angel number means, because you're going to see it now from this point on. After this class, it's going to be in your face. You're going to look at the clock and it's going to be 444, and you're going to start seeing it everywhere. Jasmine's already seeing it, so God bless. All right. The twilight. Among her children, the morning star and the Astra Planeta, wandering stars and planets. Okay, so her children, all right, are creating stars. They're stars. She was described as having rosy fingers, a light pink gown woven with flowers, wearing a tiara, and having large white feathered wings. She was the consort to god Ares. I want to show you Ares here. Ares, where'd you go, Ares? Sorry, I have so many pictures. This is Ares. It wants to come up. Okay, doesn't want to come up, so let me hide that one. My internet is being stupid. There we go. Ares was one of the 12 Olympians. Okay, he represented let's see here, in Greek literature. I know he's violence. Of all the 12 Titans, he's the one that's least liked because he was very barbaric. He was very brutal. He was the guy that you would call in for the fight. That's why he's sitting on all those dead heads there. Okay, 12 Olympians in the archaic tradition, represented by the Iliad and Odyssey. In Greek literature, Ares often represented the physical or violent, untamed aspect of war and personification of brutality. So that's Ares. He is the one that is not. He's least liked out of all of them. They do love him, but he's least liked. Actually, and the funny part is, he actually hooks up with Aphrodite, which is the goddess of love, and she's just opposites attract, I guess. I don't know. Causing the jealousy of Aphrodite, she was a consort of, let's see here, Eros, okay, wandering planets. She was described as having rosy fingers, okay. She was the consort of god Ares, causing the jealousy of Aphrodite, who cursed her with insatiable sexual urge. Here we go. Don't piss off a Titan. They have a lot of vengeance. As a result, Eos abducted various young men, including Cephalus. And no, it's not syphilis, it's Cephalus. God help me. Tithrios and Orion, which I was calling Orion last week. Bad me. She had two sons, Tithronus and, oh good God, Menon, and why are they giving me three? Oh, okay. And he became the king of Arabia. Okay. So again, these people that I'm talking to you about, don't think of them as gods at this point. They're still human beings, okay? This is how their life is. Oh, something just went. Did you just see that? Look, they're back again. It's back again. It's over here. Over here. Oh. It's over here. Did you guys see that? That was really cool. Anyway. Selene was a Titan goddess of Greek mythology, daughter of the Titans. Hyperion, Hyperion, thank you, and Thea. She had 2 siblings, Helios, yes, and Eos. She was the goddess of the moon, which she drove every night across the skies. Selene and linked Artemis as well. She's linked to Artemis as well as Hecate. All 3 were considered lunar goddesses. Now, remember, Hecate has 3 forms: maid, mother, and crone. She's a personification of the moon in its 3 phases: waxing, waning. Okay, and so you get your new moon, you got your full moon, and then you got your waning moon. Okay, waxing's building, waning's going away. Okay, 3 goddesses that she represents, and so I'm curious if this ties into this. If these are the other aspects of her, so that's interesting. Helios. Oh, good God, we're almost done, guys. Then we can move on to the fun stuff. Helios, god of the sun rising and setting. Helios was envisioned as a god driving his chariot from east to west each day. Here he is, driving his chariot, pulled by his 4 white horses, and I will tell you their names in a moment. And every night, when the sun goes down, he goes across the ocean in a cup. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at them. It's just, we're thinking with a human mind here. We're not understanding that they can manifest things and create things and do whatever the hell they want to do. Hell. Okay. So this is nuts. I mean, so Helios goes from east to west every night with his 4 horses, and I will tell you their names in a moment as soon as I tell you his story, which I'm waiting because I don't want to tell you everything just now. And as I said, he returns in a cup, fighting seamen. Sorry. Helios, yes. Now we're moving on to Hera. This is Zeus's wife, also his sister, the Olympic goddess of marriage. As such, she is also the deity most associated with family and welfare of the women and children. Her marriage, however, was an unhappy one, since Zeus, in all his infidelities, he's a fickle fellow. All right. In the affairs of jealousy and vengeful, Hera made sure to give each of his consorts some hard time. The next one I'm speaking of is Semele, and this is one of the ones she gave a hard time to. Semele was having an affair with Zeus. In fact, I think they fathered a child together. Anyway, so Semele, so what she did, Hera, she portrayed herself as Zeus and pretended to be him momentarily. And she told Selena to ask to see him in his brilliance, to show him in his true form. And what do you think happened? Yes, she was obliterated. Bye-bye. See you later. Okay, so that's crazy true. Semele was the Theban princess of the lover of Zeus, mother of the Olympic god Dionysus. Hera planted seeds of doubt in the mind of Semele, making her question whether her lover was really Zeus or not. And Hera then convinced her that the only way to find out the truth was to have her lover reveal himself in his true glory, thus obliterating her, instantly turning her to fire. Poof, gone. Athena, goddess of both wisdom and war. I have an owl. I don't know if you've heard me talk of my owl. Her name is Athena. For that reason. I actually do soul retrievals for people, and Athena, I will ask her, and I actually go remotely with her in my head, and she goes and retrieves pieces that break off from souls. Is not a one thing. It's many layers, okay? And when your psyche, which is your consciousness, runs that soul, okay? And when pieces of it break off through trauma, sexual abuse, rape, whatever it is, it breaks off, and sometimes it doesn't come back to you in this lifetime. Sometimes it does. When you're feeling disconnected, when you're feeling lost, feeling like you don't belong, those are the signs of that you need soul retrieval. to bring some of those pieces back. My lovely Athena Owl goes and gets those pieces for me, and she comes and lands in my hand and puts them in my hand, and I know exactly where they go and where they fit, and it's so nuts. And I know this is all crazy, but I remember me telling you to be like that childlike mind. What you think is imagination is not imagination. You're creating it and you're manifesting it. Intent is everything. You didn't think you were going to get through this class without me mentioning the word intent? Good luck with that. I'm going to jump over to comments. I'm being so rude. I saw your car. It freaked for a second. When I'm driving, there's a billboard with the number. Oh. Okay, so yeah. So they're already talking about the numerology. Sweet. Okay. So moving on, Athena, goddess of wisdom and war, was one of the most important deities in ancient Greek mythology. She was the patron goddess of Athens, defended many beloved heroes, and even fought alongside the Greeks in the Trojan War. Why is it when I ever hear the word Trojan, I think it's something else? Anyway, despite her immense power, she was depicted as highly competitive with both mortals and other gods. Mortals and other gods, sorry. Aries. All right, so we're going to go back to Aries. Here he is. In fact, Aries is where you get your zodiac Aries from. Hello. So, yeah, brutality. There you go. Let's see. He's one of the 12 Olympians, son of Zeus and Hera. The golden fleece hangs in a grove sacred to Ares until the theft of someone named Jason. I don't know who Jason is. The birds of Ares. All right, so he has birds as well. Ornithes, thank you. And Ariel. Okay. Drop feathered darts in defense of Amazon shrines to Ares as father of their queen on coastal island in the Black Sea. Ares played a central role in founding myth of Thebes as the progenitor of the water dragon. That's where our beautiful water dragons come from. The Hydras. Ares endows places, objects, and other deities with savage, dangerous, and militarized quality. Least liked of the Titans because of his brutality. Says it right there. Okay. So I'm going to jump back to, are we down to here yet? Hebe, nope. Do you guys notice Pan's on there? Pan is the beginning of your paganism. So do you see how this is all tying up all the loose ends that I set forth in other classes? It's all coming to a head in this class, and this is why I've been, my dog's in my bed, this is why I've been bursting at the seams with this class. It's been driving me crazy. Hebe was the goddess of youth, daughter of Zeus and Hera. She served nectar and ambrosia. Ambrosia is immortality. Not the ambrosia that's got marshmallows and pineapple. That's not ambrosia. Okay, so ambrosia means immortality. So she would actually give immortality to mortals. Okay. She gave it to the gods, and her name comes from the Greek word for youth. It is believed that she has the ability to restore youth. I keep begging her, but it's not happening. Okay. Hephaestus, oh goodness. In Greek gods, the blacksmith, metalworking, carpenters, craftsmen, artisans, sculptors, metalwork, fire. Compare, however, with Hestia. Remember Hestia? Here she is. Hestia. One of the Vestal virgins, yes. Okay. In Greek mythology, was either the son of Zeus or Hera. All right. Dionysus. Okay, so I think Dionysus is on here. Dionysus, where are you, darling? Dionysus. Okay, it's on this one. Dionysus. Okay, I guess not. All right, never mind. Going back up here. Okay, so Dionysus. We're almost done, guys. We're going to the end and we're working over, so we're almost done. the god of the grape harvest, winemaking, orchards and fruit, vegetation, fertility, festivity, insanity, ritual, madness, religious ecstasy, and theater. The Romans called him Bacchus. He was Varius, son of Zeus. Okay, what's this? Okay, so he's called Bacchus as well. All right. The son of Zeus and Semele, and the underworld aspect of Zeus, or twice-born son of Zeus, and the mortal Semele. Semele is the one that Zeus's wife told her to tell him to show his glory and blew her apart. I bet he was pretty pissed off about that one. Oh my good God. All right, so I just want to make sure. All right, so anyway, all right. Atlas, a Greek mythology, son of Titan, as I said earlier. He is from Iapetus in the Oceanid, Clymene, or Asia, a brother of Prometheus. Okay, he's the creator of humankind. Atlas seems to have been a marine creature who supported the pillars that held heaven apart from earth. Yes, as I said. These were thought to rest in the sea immediately beyond the most western horizon. Interesting. Permetheus, brother of Prometheus. This is crazy, because this is how Pandora's box is going to get set loose. Thank you. Permetheus is brother to Prometheus. Okay, Prometheus means forethought. He thinks about things before he does stuff. His brother does not. He's afterthought. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That wasn't a good idea to open that damn box. Okay, so one's a little slow, and Prometheus is the fast-thinking one, okay? So, known as being the slow-witted, as Prometheus is quick-witted. Neglecting his wiser brother's warnings, Prometheus told him not to open the damn box. Permetheus accepted Pandora as his bride. He married Pandora as his bride, and thus inevitably helped unleash all the evils of the cosmos upon mankind. This is when sin was set upon the earth. Good God. Let's open that box. Prometheus, speak of me. I shall speak of you now, Prometheus. Show yourself. Not in your glory, because I don't want to be blown apart, but do something. Okay, Prometheus, one of the Titans, the supreme trickster of the god of fire. His intellectual side was emphasized by the apparent meaning of his name. Forethinker, in coming belief, he developed into a master craftsman. In connection, he was associated with fire and the creation of mortals. Okay, and also civilizations. Gave fire to humankind and taught forging of weapons. Okay, and Mia. How many more pages I got here? Okay. Mia was the oldest member of the Pleiades. You've heard of the Pleiades as far as aliens? Is that a face? Alien, Pleiadians, Pleiades. Yes. And it ties together here, people. All right, were 7 nymphs that made up the constellation of Pleiades. The name Mia translates to nursing mother. Mia was a shy goddess dwelling alone in a cave situated close to the peak of Mount Kyllene. When she was living in a cave, she gave birth to the god Hermes in secret. Hermes was the son she had following an affair with who? Zeus! Surprise! I love you, Zeus. You make me chuckle. Hermes, son of Zeus. I've been married 4 times. No judgment here. Wearer of winged sandals. You know Hermes? The sneaker Nike, I believe, is derived from that. Hermes, son of Zeus, wearer of winged sandals, was one of the most important and most referred to as the Olympic gods. He was a protector of Dionysus. Thank you. It ran messages from the underworld and was a trickster god who gave Pandora her famous box. Here, open. All right. I think I said that one. Dione is identified as the mother of the Roman goddess of love, Venus, or equivalent of the mother of the Greek goddess of love, Aphrodite. But Dione is also sometimes identified with Aphrodite. Last one. Aphrodite. As I said earlier, too, she's a love, sex, desire, and beauty of one of the 12 gods of the Olympus alongside Zeus, Athena, and Hermes. In Roman mythology, she was known as Venus. Aphrodite easily seduced those around her because she was gorgeous, and why not? I want candy. Sorry. She was gorgeous to both men and women. Neither could resist her. Okay, so that's fun. Now let's get to Helios, shall we? I'm going to jump over to comments because I've just been so rude. I'm going to sit here for a minute, and I want you guys to chat to me. I'm going to close the phone app. My phone is burning up. I'm watching live on TV. Love you all. Good night. Oh, we love you, Adam. Oh, something just went in front of my face. Did you see that? It went back and forth over here. It came to my face, and it came to the sun on my face, and then it went back to the door. Mark the time on that. Good God, this is a long class. Okay, so let's get to Helios. Okay. Helios works closely with God and ensures that the earth is protected from the effects of too much heat from the sun. He controls the heat, the thermostat, so we don't all burn up. Helios, the Greek sun in Greek religion, the sun god, sometimes called Titan. He drove a chariot daily from east to west across the sky and sailed around northerly stream of the ocean each night in a huge cup. Oop, here's his cup. In classical Greece, Helios was especially worshipped in Rhodes in Greece, where from at least the early 5th century BCE, he was regarded as the chief god to whom the island belonged. His worship spread as he became increasingly identified with other deities, often under Eastern influence from the 5th century BCE. Apollo, originally a deity of radiant purity, was more and more interpreted as the sun god. Under the Roman Empire, the sun itself came to be worshipped as the unconquered sun. Helios. Let's see if I got a picture of him here. Sorry, I got so many pictures here, guys. It's like I have 20 pictures I got to kind of peek through here. All right, so no, Sebastian. Hey, something's bothering him in here. Helios is the god of the solar system and abides in the very heart of the physical sun. With his twin flame Vesta, okay, Vesta, okay, which is also known as Hestia, one of the Vestal Virgins, serves to represent the godhead to those evolving planets orbiting the sun. It is their God consciousness that sustains our physical solar system. Helios, the Lord of the dawn, and Vesta, the mother of eternal cycles. Spring, summer, winter, fall. See how that works? Are known as presiding solar deities, are the representatives of Father, Mother, God, in the sun, behind the sun of the solar system. Helios serves on a golden ray with his twin flame Vesta on a pink ray. I had to pull the rays out. I had the 12 rays of heaven in here. That's all connected to the Titans and to your astrology, to your sign. It's all connected, guys. So Vesta's on the pink ray. Among the 12 solar hierarchies, they represent the hierarchy of Aries, the 3 o'clock line in the evolutions of the system. This is the line of the sun god. East to west, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock going across to 9 o'clock. Makes sense, right? All right. The only begotten one is on the line. The sun presence of Helios and the great central sun messengers focus on the quality of God control, which they amplify by power of the great central sun magnet. So the great central sun magnet is not the sun we see in our sky. It is God, source itself. It's a magnet, and it controls, and you can pull forces back from our central sun, which is in the sky. And I'm told we have another central sun in the middle of the earth, which is where the lava and all that lovely stuff comes to be. We're going to get into the Nephilim and the Sephirim in a minute. They're really interesting beings. The magnet of the God control, the flow of life through us, the flow of energy of the logos. The logos in this word means divine reason or power, okay? This is a quality we must outpicture under the hierarchy of Aries. This evening, as you take your leave from your physical body, listen to this, your physical vessels. When you cannot remember your dreams, you're astral projecting, you are learning with these beings. That's what you're doing. It's nuts. So when you leave your body, vessels, or temples in dream slumber, Helios and Vesta receive you with open arms of light to love and vast wisdom of the spheres in their retreat in the temple of the sun. White angels with fiery shields and helmets and swords held seraphim. And here we go, seraphim. Okay, seraphim are the goodies, which means the burning ones. The word seraph is normally a synonym for serpent when used in Hebrew Bible, a seminal passage of the book Isaiah, used to term to describe fiery six-winged beings that fly around the throne of God, yelling, "Holy, holy, holy!" Holy shit! All right. So the Nephilim, the Nephilim, which is going to be the next one. So this is the seraphim. These are your angels. These are your archangels. Okay, and up. Okay, so holy, holy, holy. All right, and then we have the Nephilim. Here's the Nephilims. These are your fallen ones, translated into English. If you go by the biblical sense, these are the fallen angels. When man was created, some of the angels, something just went in front of me again. They resented us and they were cast out of heaven, and some of them, supposedly biblical wise, they mated with humans and took them as their brides, and these supposedly atrocities were created from breeding with humans and their sins. So that's what that is. So the mysterious beings or people in the Hebrew Bible who are large and strong, said to be the offspring from demons marrying mortal women, and Greek children of Mother Gaia, giants and cyclops to spite God. The word Nephilim is loosely translated as giants to translate it to Hebrew, which means legion. A legion, when you hear a demon say, "I am legion," he's saying that he's 6,000 beings. Legion means 6,000. That's huge. And Justinus, meaning holy Justinus, heads of seraphic order. This is the mysteries of time, the burning of fire, and the love of God. Angels of Uriel. One of my cardinal angels that I call in when I do my rituals is Uriel, and he's of the north. Okay, he's up. Helios and Vesta, my own bands and others shall accompany you now in the heart of the sun, known as Victory. And as I said, Victory is a being as well, not just yay, we won. Okay, Victory was a physical being at one point in time that works with them. So that's crazy. All right, thus Mighty Victory himself takes his name from the sun of the system. Mighty Victory is a cosmic being from Venus whose devotion to flame of victory for more than 100,000 years has given him the authority over the flame through the vast reaches of the cosmos. Victory, and I don't have him in here. Okay. His love of the victory of Christ and the potential victory of those evolving upon earth was the keynote of his response to Saint Germain's call. Yes, Saint Germain. For cosmic assistance to earth in the 1930s. So yes, our time, 1930s, he was called to earth. It is that victory retreated of Helios in Vesta that we go every night when we slumber. Beloved Helios has told us, just as the tides of the sea flow in and out, so do the tides of eternal sun radiate in ever-recurring cycles. I have told my friends this, that there's an ebb and flow. It goes up and it goes down, and it goes up and it goes down. I can feel this when I'm doing certain things and pushing my energy. I find, and you will find this, practice with this, when you take a deep breath in and hold it, that is your peak power, man. When you shoot a gun, what do? You hold your breath. It comes automatically to you. It is in you. It is your power. Learn to yield that power in you. All right, the Venus was devotion to the flame, victory for more than 100,000 years. Has given him the authority, as I said. All right, I'm sorry. Just as the tides of the sea flow in and out, so the tides of eternal sun radiate in ever-recurring cycles. When incoming tide of the great solar light pours into your world, it is God conveying his grace and gifts to you. When the tide goes out, it is time for you to convey your gratitude to God. I did not know this. And desire to become a very essential part of him. Those who are eager to receive the light that is coming with its buoyancy, its joy and power, often do not recognize the moments when life does not seem to be with them as the moments when God is asking them to send love and supplication in his direction. Sun worship prevailed in many communities in the past. People believe that the sun holds many powers and resonates with the Godhead. Helios is working with the energy of the central sun, God. He works to balance the energies that's not just coming to us, into Earth. Now, you've heard me and you've seen me put it in on Sinister Four Winds. I talk about the Schumann resonance. My friends have heard me talk about the Schumann resonance, the natural vibration of the Earth's energies being hit with the cosmos energies around us. That's what that's talking about. The flow of energy to all planets that orbit the sun. This energy flows to humankind 24/7. Even when you don't see the sun, it's still coming to us because our sun is almost like a reflective mirror of God, if that makes sense. As above, so below. Hello. Okay. Helios works closely with God to ensure that Earth is protected from the effects of too much heat from the sun. Helios helps humankind on their ascension journey. He helps you rise up and become, okay. All right. Helios helps humankind in their ascension. The sun is the greatest celestial body of all. It is a mass of energetic activities in which God's character is expressed. God's self-expression focuses on all levels of spirit and matter. Helios is depicted by many as a handsome young man who wears the crown with the shining aerial of sun. You can see it here. He drove the chariot of the sun across the sky every day on Earth. He used the chariot to circle Oceanus and return to the east in the evening in his cup. And the Homeric hymn to Helios. Helios is said to drive a golden chariot drawn by 4 steeds. Okay, so let's learn his horses. The steeds drew the chariot. Covered in fire, they were named Eos, he who turns the sky. That's the first one. Pyros. I wonder if that has to do with pyro, as in fire. I bet it does. Pyros, the fiery one. All right, then we have Phlegon, which means burning, and Aphion, which means blazing. Helios is the personification of the sun and creative powers behind it. Most people worship him as a god of life and creation because of his relationship with the sun. Many people associate Helios with the creation of the universe. People believe that he worked closely with the Godhead to create everything that exists in the universe. One passage recorded in Greek magical papyri, which is that paper, states that the earth flourishes when Helios shone forth and made the plants fruit when he laughed and brought life on all living creatures when he laughed again. Helios' power here on Earth. We're almost done with this, guys. Hang on. Refer to the sun as eternal sunshine. The tide of the great sunlight comes into our world to reveal that God constantly supplies us with his mercy and gifts. That's the ebb and flow of everything. When the wave of sunlight leaves, the time comes for us to express gratitude to God for all the blessings in our lives. It also signifies the urge for us to be one with him. Helios reveals to us that he works with God to ensure that all humankind receives joy, love, happiness, and that we radiate it. Helios, the Lord of Dawn, and Vesta, the mother of eternal cycles, spring, summer, winter, fall, are the presiding gods of the solar system. They spiritualize the sun and provide protection to its evolution. They are representatives of the spiritual great central sun. Can this be God? Which reflects upon the Earth's physical sun. Helios and Vesta make the energies of the sun available for all living creatures on the planets that orbit the sun. Helios serves the golden ray, while Vesta is also the pink ray, as I said. Helios' role in our lives. Helios is the messenger of great central sun, work with God to exercise his control over life that is flowing through us. God gives us life, and he wants us to put our lives into good use. We should use our lives to express his greatness and to live accordingly to his will. His will is one word: love. That's simple. That's what they tell me. Everything is love. God plans all changes that take place on earth. Only the sun will transform and cleanse the earth once some changes have taken place. Now that's interesting, because in that clip I showed you at the beginning of the class, it says we're staying here to balance Earth's energies, and that's what it's talking about right here. These are the changes. It's a purification that's taking place right now. Beings. Helios makes us understand that we will all experience the meaning of God's mercy towards us over time. Even to this day, it is not uncommon for one to come across stories of Helios, the Greek god who pulled the sun across the sky with his magnificent golden chariot. Helios' temple sites were common in the islands of Rome. The ancient Greeks also considered any island that received an adequate amount of sun the territory of the chariot-driven solar deity. So any place that you are that is receiving sun is a place of Helios, they are saying. Over the century, he's been commonly depicted as a handsome young man with sparkling headdress. Okay. His symbols are horse's chariot, the aerial, which is that golden thing over his head here. His flower, I bet you can guess what his flower is. Tell me. It's the one flower that actually follows the sun. Hence its name is called the sunflower. All right, I want to show this character because I did get Saul in that video with Sarah. She was the anointing goddess of the sun, god of the moon. Sparks were gathered by the gods from, misspelling, the land of fire. I can't see that too well, sorry. It's the land of fire. Moon and stars were created. Saul was to ride in the sky in a chariot drawn by horses. Now, could this be, I find when it comes to gods, in a lot of deities, they have a masculine side and they have a feminine side. I believe this is the feminine side of Helios. Also, too, I ran across this one too. Sol Invictus, in Latin, unconquered sun, sometimes simply known as Helios, was long considered to be the official son of God in later time. So in the video, he said Saul. Okay, he did say Zol, but he's also said Saul. So that was interesting. So I just wanted to share those with you. I'm going to put her back up here again. You can see her sunflower. The Roman equivalent to Helios is Sol. Okay, meaning of his name means the bright one high up. Okay, in Greek religion, the deity Helios, in fact, was a Titan, one of the oldest solar deities for that matter. Being the deity that literally personified the sun, he had many names, including one high up, Superus, the all-seeing, Panopus, Elector, which means radiant or beaming, and Elector Hyperion, which means radiant one. So that's kind of crazy. So again, like I said, don't get caught up in the names. They know who they are. You just got to call them in. Considering the role that he played in Greek pantheon, he was also called Hekatos. Now, I thought this was interesting. I have Hecate, and now I have Hekatos. Interesting. I'm going to look into that further. Hekatos, let's see here, a name which evokes a sense of gracious light. I did look up the meaning of Hecate. Hecate means far off. Bye-bye, I'm far away. Okay, so I just thought that was interesting. I'm not going to get into that. Let's see here. All right, I do have to get into this. Okay, so Helios was born to the Titans, as you know, one on high. Both parents, Helios, were offspring of Uranus, father Sky, and mother Gaia, as I said earlier. He married Perse and went on to have numerous children, including Circe, Cersei. Cersei, yes. Isn't that in the Game of Thrones, Cersei? I believe it is. Aedes, Perseus, yeah, and Persephone. From the numerous extramarital affairs, the solar deity gave birth to the likes of Phaethusa, and Phadion, and Helios, daughters of Helios, and Aedes, chariots, and Lampeter. So these are Helios's children, okay? And moving on here, another very important symbol of Helios was the whip and the globe, or the golden cup. In reference to his traits, he rayed headdress was also an important symbol to the solar deity. How important is Helios? Helios' importance in ancient Greek, and particularly the island of Rhodes, was quite pronounced because he was seen as brighter, as the bringer of life and daylight. After he was woken up by the rooster, is this why the rooster starts crowing as soon as the sun comes up? Interesting. He began his journey by driving the sun east to west on a daily basis. It also believed that the sun god sailed in a large golden cup around the northerly oceans of the world. He also was the protector of oaths. Here's his cup. Helios has immense powers. He was strong, fiery, bright, hardworking. He was also considered a very wise, intelligent, and intellectually gifted god. The Greeks saw him as creative power beyond the sun, and to some, he was the god of light and creator of all life itself. All right, Helios versus Apollo. All right, so in conclusion, this is the end of Helios, and then if you guys are still up for it, I can do that automatic writing, but you guys are probably tired. It's up to you. Helios, in conclusion, plays a major role in our lives. He ensures that we are in sync with God. Helios ensures that the solar system is a good shape, working according to God's plan. They always refer, I have automatic writings, and they refer to it as the master plan. The master plan. To experience the full workings of God in your life, you need to send love and supplication his way. God loves us. He wants the best for us. And I'm going to say, they're saying he. I've also spoken and have heard a she talk to me as well. So it's both. Depending on what you needed at the time. He wants best for us, and even in times we stray away from his path. Helio and Vesta receive the light of the sun in the lower intensity, so it's not harmful to the inhabitants of the planets that are orbiting the sun. Helios resides in the eastern edge of the earth, in the golden palace, on his chariot over the earth. The rays of Helios pour onto the earth, giving the earth light, heat, and life. As god of our solar system, he ensures that everything is working smoothly without any hitches. All right, so that's one heck of a long story. I'm sorry, guys, but did you expect it to be a short class? I began from the beginning of time. So we're at 2 hours now. Did you guys want me to read that Permetheus one to you? Or I can kind of wrap the class up if you want me to. So basically, the only thing that I have left here is your smile stretched as wide as the rays. This is for Helios. Your chariot wheels roll with clouds beneath, dancing colors across streams. Life grows from beneath your light in colors of blues, yellows, and greens. While sweat may reach the brow and the world simmers with the heat, we continue to flourish just slowly upon our feet. A sign of the new day, a direction to follow upon a lost path. Some may seek shelter from the rays, and others curse its name during the early rise. A patch of reddened skin, a poor gamble of genetics, all admit that because of the rays, the world is literally brighter. Thank you, Apollos and Helios. So, jumping over to chat here. All right. So I'm going to pull that up. It's not a long one like the Titans was. The Prometheus one is not as long. So give me a second to find it. These are all automatic writing. Okay, I think I got it right here. May 12th, 2018. Sorry. That's not Prometheus. It's another one. Sorry, my bad. I think it's before the Titan. Yep, here it is. Nope, that's not it. Saint Paul, Saint David. I get a lot of saints that do that. Spartacus. Got Spartacus in here. Spartacus. What the heck? I gotta read this one. Yes, child. I am Spartacus, keeper of the night skies and all dimensions. I am watcher over alien races. Oh, this is interesting. This is March 5th, 2018. I wrote this. I am keeper of love and peace. I work with Zeus and Athena, planet Venus and Venus, and we are about love and for humanity. You can meditate with me and I will show you wondrous things in your universe as well as others. We will uncover many hidden truths that your society doesn't want you to know. Illuminati. They wanted me to do a class on the Illuminati, but I don't want to get off into conspiracy theories and stuff. You know, you are a keeper of the gateway now. You help many who are lost to find the light, to find their way home. You can now master this light and manipulate it when healing people. For it is the light of knowledge and love, your DNA redo these codes and transform sickness to the higher vibration. The sickness is dense vibrational, therefore cannot continue to manipulate, such as cancers. Cancers are low vibrational. I actually have gotten rid of cancer. Shane's actually will attest to this. Shane was my cancer patient. The sickness will no longer be able to manifest and hold this higher vibration. This is how Holy Fire Reiki works. Raising of this vibration brings in many wondrous things. Be well, my child. Read of me, Spartacus. Read of me. Prometheus. Here he is. I found him. Okay, Prometheus. Just gonna find the. Okay, so this is February 3rd. 2018. This is kind of weird. It's like I'm in February. Yes, child, I am here. We are going to do great things together. You have always believed in the Titans as you do in Athena, goddess of war, wisdom, as you're quickly finding out. We are all working together with the planet Earth and humanity in accord with all. The survival of all must stay intact for the grand master plan. To rid all evil from existence. The karmic debt is almost full circle, and you've heard me say it. The karmic debt is due, and this is why some people are having demonic problems. It's called the sins of the father. If their father dies, their crap gets passed down to the next generation to deal with. I have actually helped many people in chat, some that are in here tonight, from this, what I call the sins of the father. It's so crazy. The karmic debt is almost full circle. The balance of God, good and evil will come to pass, as well as duality as we all know it. And you've heard me say this, duality as we know is coming, it's going away. It's they also tell me too that physics as we know it is about to change. So everything that you think is right as rain and how it's supposed to be is about to, just as the earth right now, the polar, the earth, it's so many degrees a day, because the earth's one big magnet, just as the sun is. And what's happening is the polars, they're turning, the north and south pole, they're turning right now. This is the balance that they're talking about, that they were talking about in the video at the beginning of the class. As in heaven, the balance will always be pure. When vibrations are raised, there will be no room for lesser vibrations. Listen to this. You guys are going to love this part. There will be no room for lesser vibrations. All will be in accord. These lesser vibrational beings, these your demons and your nasty nasties, may choose to rise up, and some have. I've actually crossed some of them over. So crazy. I have crossed them over. It's either that or they can never feed again on humanity. They will rise up and be sent to another dimension where they will never affect man again. We're going into the new golden age, guys. We will become great friends, you and I. We will accomplish great feats. Be well, my child. I will be close by. Prometheus. So that's Prometheus. So I do have more automatic writings in here, and I will share them in other classes and so forth and so on. But this is really crazy, and this is really nuts. And thank you for my apologies. It was such a long class, and I knew it would be, and I had to revamp it and reorganize it again because I had to go from chaos down to where we are now. And it's funny because when demons and negative things come in, they do bring in chaos. That's the one thing. I get a hold of that when I go to people's places, and I will kick out people that are yelling and screaming, and you have to get a hold of that chaos and stop it from happening because these negative things feed off that chaos. It's the darkness, so it makes sense. So I thank you all for being here tonight. And again, my apologies for such a long class. Izzy, good to see you, my love. Natalie, thank you for being here tonight. Adam and Vincent, I don't know, you're probably asleep now and gave up on me, but thank you for being here. Sarah, Shane, Julie, Michael, my friend, Jasmine, my beautiful Maud. I love you guys all. I really do. Let's see. Oh, Vincent's, by the way. Oh, Vincent's phone. Okay, so who's that? I don't know, 20. Okay. Thank you for being here, everybody. Chris, I know you probably left a long time ago because it was kind of a lengthy class. So again, my love to you guys. I'm not asking you to believe everything I shared with you tonight. I'm just expanding your mind, and never close doors. The soul is about the experience. When you close doors, you're shutting your soul off to that experience that might have been part of your soul contract that you came here to learn. I don't want to come back here again. I'm done. I want to get this shit right, and I want to rise up so bright I become a freaking star. I don't want to come back here again. I want to help from the other side. And Pop says the snake thing that wants my lights, by the way. I'm actually having my friend Tina come over. I learned that they do rituals every year to keep this thing contained and in a weakened state. My friend Tina, who is our psychic medium, she is going to come over and we are going to perform a ritual. I am going to bind him with them, with the Titans, and do what we can to stop him from trying to steal the light. He's trying to, because if he steals the lights, you're talking eternal darkness here, people. Okay? There's a battle going on, whether you realize it or not. And I know you all feel it. We're ghost hunters, some of us in this class. We deal with if you're a ghost hunter, you deal with darkness. It's there. It's hidden. It's in the astral. It's in the ether. It's waiting for us. Protect yourselves. You protect yourself by pulling in the lights. Become brighter. Shine, man. Keep your thoughts pure. Meditate. Ground and center, very important. I am teaching the Holy Fire Reiki in April 6th, because, like I said, this is God's gift. Everybody should be doing Reiki. It brings the light in. It helps everything. It helps humanity. It helps everything. It helps the gods. It's more than one God. It's one big God in charge, but there's little gods. Think of God as the foot, and your Titans are the toes. I'm the corn. Anyway, so next week's class is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be short. It's not going to be a long class like it was this week, I promise. Spirit totems, spirit animals, where I'm going to be pulling out my medicine cards and sharing what your spirit animals and how they come and go in our lives, and they teach us certain things. So God bless. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for listening with an open mind and an open heart, and letting me tell their stories because Permetheus wanted me to. I love you all, and remember, one last thing, keep shining that light. Shine, shine, shine.